everybody. Today, we're going to use the blue rice we made yesterday to make an Israeli flag. This is the flag of Israel. What colors do you see on it? I see blue and white. I remember that the other day we made some blue rice. If you didn't make blue rice yet, click the link in the description under the video and you can see how I made my blue rice, and then you can make your own. But today I'm gonna use the rice that I made to make my Israeli flag. Let's see what I need. So right now I have my rice. I have this rolling pin. I have this pan, it's just for catching all the mess that I made. Glue, and this is my white piece of paper. So first thing I'm going to do is move this stuff out of the way, put it off to the side, and take my rice. Now this step is optional. That means you do not have to do it, but I think it can make it look even cooler. So I'm gonna lay out my bag, make sure it's closed nice and tight. There's not too much air in it. Push out the air, so otherwise it won't work. And close it tightly. Now I'm gonna take my rolling pin. I'm gonna smush up my blue rice. I'm gonna make it into little crumbs. I don't wanna make a big mess. So I'm making sure that my bag is closed tight. I'm taking the rolling pin and I'm smushing it. If you wanna do this in a food processor or something, you can, but that certainly takes away some of the fun. So I'm gonna smush it up and we'll see what it looks like in a few minutes. So now I've crushed my rice into little bits. So it's almost kind of like glitter, which is what I'm going for. Of course, if you don't want to crush your rice, you can just use it the way that it was before. It is noisy and a little bit messy, but I like to crush it because I think it's more fun to use. So now I'm going to pour it in my pie tin so that you can get a closer look. You ready? Here you go. See, it's all in little bits now. It's like crumbled up rice. And it's blue, and it's perfect for making my blue and white Israeli flag, right? So now I'm gonna put this down in front. I'm gonna take my paper, and I'm gonna use my glue. Now, you could use a pen or a marker to trace out where your lines are gonna be. That could be easier. Maybe I'll go do that. I'm gonna go get a pen. I'll be right back. All right, so I got my pen. So first I'm gonna do my star in the middle. So I know that a Star of David is 2 triangles. So I'm gonna draw one big triangle in the middle, just like that. And then I'm gonna draw another triangle on top of it. If you wanna do something different, you can do that too. I'm just making an Israeli flag because it's almost Israel's birthday. So there's my star. And then I have the 2 stripes on top. So I'm gonna draw 2 lines on top. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna do is take my glue. Now you can make your lines as thick as you want. Make sure your glue is open. You're gonna take your glue and you're gonna follow the lines. Did I just close my glue? I think I closed my glue instead of opening it. Silly Morah. See, is it open now? There it goes. I can make thicker lines, kind of like in the picture, the lines are pretty thick. I can do thin lines, that's your choice. But you're gonna follow the lines that you drew, or you can do it without the pen, that's your choice. I'm following along the lines with my glue. Use 2 hands. And we'll come back when I'm done, okay? So I'm gonna follow along all the lines with my glue really carefully, and we'll come back when I'm done, okay? So now, as you can see, I put glue all over the pen, and I covered the whole thing in glue. So my Israeli flag is completely covered in glue. So now I'm gonna take my blue rice, and I'm gonna cover the glue with the rice. You can cover the whole thing. I wanna make that line a little thicker. Because remember, the rice is gonna stick to wherever the glue is. So if you want thick lines, you gotta make thick lines of glue. If you want thin lines, you make thin lines of glue. So now I'm going to take my rice and I'm gonna cover the whole thing. It's only gonna stick to the glue, so it's okay if you don't see it that well. I just pour it on. Now, if you don't want to make a giant mess, having newspaper or a tablecloth under you is definitely a good idea. But Morah Rachel didn't think of it at the beginning, so she's going to have a lot of cleaning up to do after this, isn't she? So I'm covering all my glue with the rice. Get the lines down here and up here. Cover it all with the rice. I'm going to put some of the rice that's already on the paper and stick it onto the glue. Got to be careful, don't want to make a big mess. Though I already made a big mess, but that's okay to make a big mess. Okay. Now the rice is covering my glue pretty much all over. Are you ready for the big reveal? Wipe off my hands. I'm going to pick up my paper very carefully. Get my pie tin ready because that's where I'm going to dump it. And pick it up very carefully. And pour it in. To my pie tin. Uh-oh, the glue's stuck a little. Check it out. Put a little more rice on. Could have waited a little more for the glue to dry. Maybe then it wouldn't have dripped so much. Okay, ready? Then I can pour it off again. And there's my Israeli flag. You can make more than one using your rice. You can make 2 Israeli flags. Or I can get some paper and make other designs. I'm going to do that because I love this project. It's so much fun. What other blue and white designs can I make? I can make a flower. I can make zigzags. Let's go see. So here are my 2 Israeli flags I made with the blue rice. They look just like this one, you see? 1, 2. Now I'm going to see what else I can make using my rice. I can make a blue and white collage. So I'm going to clear out some space. Push these over to dry because they will take some time to dry. And take my glue. What should I make? I'm going to make a zigzag. I'm going to make a circle. I'm going to make a smiley face. 1, 2, and a heart. Now to do the same exact thing. Ready? I'm gonna take my rice, put it on the glue. This time I might wait a little bit for it to dry. See, we learn from our mistakes. Because that way the glue won't drip when I dump off the rice. I put it on where the glue is. Remember, it only sticks to the glue, so you can put it all over the paper and it will only stick to where the glue is. Luckily, this is a lot easier to clean up than glitter, right, moms and dads? Let's cover that smiley face. And that circle. And that heart. Now, while this dries before I dump it, I'm going to do some sweeping and clean up the rice that fell on the floor, okay? So I'll be back and then we'll dump it and see what my creation looks like. And then you can do it at home. So I'll talk to you in a minute. Okay, are you ready for the big reveal? I'm gonna carefully lift it up and pour the rice into my pie tin. Ta-da! I'll hold it up carefully so not to spill more rice. I made a smiley face, a zigzag, a circle, and a heart. And you can make other creations using it. You can make your Israeli flag or something else. Morah Rachel is cleaning up her mess. I'm using the sponge to Sweep all the rice crumbs into a pile. Some of it's gonna stick to the sponge, you see? And I'm cleaning up my mess because it's my job. If you make a mess, it's your job to clean it up. So here is everything I made using my rice and glue. I made some fun designs. See, it doesn't fall off now because the glue is dry. And I made 2 Israeli flags. 1, 2. Because Yom HaAtzmaut, or Israel's birthday, is coming up. And the rice doesn't fall off anymore because the glue is nice and dry. Maybe a piece here or there. But that's okay. I'll clean it up. So now you can make your own creations with your own blue rice. And if you haven't made blue rice yet, click the link down in the description under the video, and then you can go to my other video where I show you how to do it. Show me pictures of what you make. I can't wait to see it. Bye everyone, I'll see you soon.